Hey guys, what's up? It's Sean, Autotopia LA. Today I'm here with Mike. Mike owns this Radical Grand National, but Mike doesn't really want to hang out on camera with me. He'd rather put in his pal that built this car for him, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so we're gonna push Mike out. Jeremy is gonna step in now. So tell us about the Grand National, dude. What year? Was it a clean car when it was bought? You know, like, let's go through kind of what's up with this car.
Absolutely. Okay, well, it started off as a 29,000 original mile car. It's 1987.
Okay.
It is an original Buick Grand National. The drivetrain is a 4.1 aftermarket block, a stage 2 block, off-center.
Okay, so out of that cubic inch, you said what, 277?
273.
273, so out of a 273 cubic inch motor, you're making how much on this?
This makes just about 1,000 at the wheels at an insane amount of boost.
Wow, okay.
Originally, this car was purchased with the stage 2 in it. This car did have the drivetrain in it.
Oh, got it, okay.
Okay, so someone did spend a ton of money building this car.
Yeah.
But it didn't make much more than about 600 horsepower.
Okay.
We ended up taking it, putting our twist on it. We put a bigger turbo, a larger fuel system, bigger injectors. Last time at the track, our air inlet temperature was way too high, so we had a buddy hand fabricate this intercooler. It's a Garrett core. It's all hand built.
Oh wow, okay.
The transmission didn't last too long, so I had the trans guy use Len Freeman go through it. It's all built internals, and surprisingly, it's still a 204R.
Which is what comes with this car?
It does come with the car, but to make them last at this horsepower level, it's almost unheard of. I mean, it's very hard to make them last. Usually people are going through 1 or 2 trans a season, you know, if they're doing professional racing or class racing with this setup.
Okay. Yeah. And you guys have, like, I know Mike was saying that you guys actually do go out and race this car.
Oh yeah, yeah. So this past summer, we ran the car. I got 2 passes at Fontana. Now, the first one was the 8th mile, second one was the full quarter. It ran 9.3 at 150 with a really soft launch, 560 foot.
So then, obviously, you put stopping power. I see the Willwood here. Is that what you have around the car's Willwood brakes?
So it's a Willwood Hydro Boost setup, which works off your power steering pump for your power assist. Usually, diesels would come with something like that for the braking power.
Yeah.
Aerospace brakes front and back. 4 9-inch rear end Curry, 9-inch in the back.
Those guys are great, aren't they?
Yeah, it's a really nice rear end. I mean, coilovers front and back. This thing is, you know, it's definitely a street car that you could take to the track.
Yeah.
It still attains the AC, which works real good. Mike likes his AC. And I mean, it's really all around a real solid package. It runs and drives good, and do whatever you want it.
Yeah, it's really cool to me that you can, you know, take a car that's running low 9s, run it at the track, but then drive the car. Like he was saying, San Diego, no problem. You know, like you guys actually drive and enjoy the car as a street car.
Yeah, I mean, we all have Grand Nationals. There's a big group of us that, you know, we travel together. We do everything together.
Yeah,
Grand National group. And every year we have an event at Buick Debates in San Diego. So yeah, we make the annual trip.
Got it.
That's really not too long of a distance. You could get in and drive wherever you want.
That's cool, man. I love when you pulled up, the weld wheels are just killer. I gotta imagine, so that's real beadlock, right? So that your tire doesn't spin off the wheel.
Yeah, it's a double beadlock in the back and the skinnies up front, yeah.
Yeah, and you gotta run the skinnies for drag racing pretty much, right? Or is it more of a look for you guys?
Well, it's less drag on the track. It's definitely, you know, ideal for the track. And you know, believe it or not, these Mickey Thompsons on the street, they don't roll over. They actually hold up pretty well if you're going around the corner on the freeway.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they're good tires.
Okay. So what do you run on the back here? That's a street legal slick, I take it, because I see a little groove, but not much.
It's street legal.
Yeah, never mind. Forget that question. I didn't ask that. What size is the wheel?
That's a 275/60 15. It's a 10-inch wheel.
So the other thing I noticed when you pulled up, like we shot you know, your guy's friend Jerry. We shot his Grand National a while back. Gorgeous car, super cool guy. I really like that guy. And if I remember correctly, isn't he making something like 800 or 900?
He makes just under 900. That car is
at the wheel, right?
At the wheels.
Yeah. But, and Jerry, please don't get mad at this, but his still sounds very much like a Grand National. It sounds very much like a 6-cylinder motor.
Right.
This car does not sound like a 6-cylinder when you pulled up. It's throaty and meaty. So what do you got going for exhaust here?
Actually, it's the same exhaust, if I'm not mistaken. It's a single 4-inch. The only difference is, other than some engine differences, is this is a higher compression engine and a much larger cam.
Got it. Otherwise, it's pretty similar to what Jerry's car is.
For the most part, Buicks, when you build a Buick, it doesn't have to sound like this. I mean, it could purr like a kitty cat. Ideally, that's really what you want. It's a little more smooth on the street. This is still very streetable, but you'll see when we go for a ride, it's pretty radical.
How about interior? Have you guys, I haven't even looked at your interior yet. Is it still, oh, so it's still, for the most part, it's a stock interior. Right? And then you've added on gauges, so.
Gauges are a must. I mean, it has a fast XFI ECU in it, so the little E-dash up top will give you all the engine readings. You don't necessarily need all the gauges. Yeah. But, you know, sometimes it's easier to look at a gauge than to make out on that E-dash what you're looking for.
Sure. So. I love the simplicity, man, and it's so, 54 years old, dude. So in the 80s, I mean, I graduated high school in 83.
Wow.
I remember the cars of the 80s, especially stuff like the velour interior, you know, and you know what I mean? There's very much a flavor to the 80s.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
that's what, you know, me and Mike grew up looking at these cars going through the neighborhood we grew up in, and, you know, as you get older, you're like, well, now I want that car.
Of course. Yeah, totally, dude. Dude, awesome. Well, let's get the hood closed all the way and pull it out, and let's go for a little cruise in it, man.
Right, let's do it.
Awesome.
Got your diapers?
He did tell me to bring my Depends. Whoa, dude.
That was light.
That's like barely hitting it, huh?
Yeah.
God dang, dude. Wow. Talk about getting some heart rate going.
Yeah.
Oof. God, that's just such an intense.
Oh, it's bad. It gets bad.
Such intense acceleration. And I know that's nothing compared to what you guys do when you're at the drag strip.
Nope. No, you know, I get tunnel vision.
Do you?
Yeah. That fucking black comes in like this and all you see is a track.
Wild, man. Rad, dude. Oh my God.
That's the longest one we're gonna do right there.
That's fine.
That was pushing it right there.
That's fine, Jeremy. That's totally fine. Like a good one is to do like you did where we're at a stop close to the. Wow. Sinuses are clearing up a little bit.
You can breathe again?
All right, you guys, that is it for our shoot of this seriously badass Grand National. By far, this is the most intense one I've been in yet, and most certainly, the drive that Jeremy just gave me was by far the most intense I've experienced in one of these. It's truly exceptional to me that you can make this level of power and torque from a 6-cylinder motor. It's just, gotta admit, man, mind-boggling to me. But that's it for today's episode, you guys. As always, I say thanks for hanging and watching and supporting what we do. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you in the next episode. All right, man. Later.